Hi, I'm Max from Maxo Creative. Search is changing forever. You know that, right? For years, we've all gotten used to Google showing us a page of 10 blue links, ads above, ads in the center, local pack 3 we got used to, ads down below. But that's not the future. Now, platforms like Google, still the largest, Bing, second place, tiny second place, I think they're like 6% of the searches. Anyway, even tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, they're rolling out something called AI overviews. AI overviews. So what are they? AI overviews are AI-generated summaries that appear at the very top of search results. Instead of scrolling through a list of businesses or websites, you'll see one synthesized answer, often pulling from several sources. The few links listed underneath if you want to dig deeper. This isn't a small tweak. It's a major shift. Google first tested this in its search labs under the name Search Generative Experience. You may remember that. In May of 2024, they started rolling it out publicly in the US, and today, AI overviews are available in more than 120 countries and 11 languages. Studies show that most AI overviews are around 150 words, sometimes longer, and they're designed to keep users in Google's ecosystem by answering the question directly on the page. So somebody searches for something, asks a question, and then that's the answer. The AI overview is the answer. Quite different from a list of websites and a list of businesses. And it's not just Google. Bing has Copilot for you people that use Bing. I've never met anyone that uses Bing, by the way. Not one time for searches, but I'm sure you're out there. So please leave a comment if you'd like and say why you like it. I'm a DuckDuckGo fan myself and Google both, but never Bing. But anyway, Bing has Copilot integrated into its search. Perplexity is building its whole model around AI answers. The whole model, okay? ChatGPT, I use ChatGPT 5, maybe you do too. And Gemini, I use Gemini as well. They're both giving direct responses to queries with links. The direction is clear. It's super clear. Search is moving away from lists of links and toward direct answers. Why does this matter for your small business, your small independent insurance agency, your small medical clinic, your small service-based businesses that relies on leads to survive? Well, because it means less click traffic, period. Multiple studies have already shown that when an AI overview appears, clicks to the websites below it drop dramatically. Some publishers are reporting traffic losses of more than 70%. Even if you were in the #1 spot, your link is now pushed down the page under the AI overview. Most users never scroll past the AI summary, is the next thing to be aware of. But it's not all bad news. There's also opportunity. If your business is cited in an AI overview, you suddenly gain credibility and visibility as the trusted source, as the answer. That means small businesses that adapt early can win, even over larger competitors with a whole floor of people working on SEO. So what can you do? First, lock down your foundation like we've talked about many times. Your website needs to be fast, mobile friendly, fast and mobile friendly. If it's mobile friendly, fast on the mobile side, then that's a big thing. If your web dev team doesn't get that, have a discussion with them. Make sure they understand what's important to you, their customer, first and foremost. The website has to be structured properly, obviously. Your Google business profile should be complete and up to date, and you need to feed that baby on a weekly basis. I think 3 times a week. Seriously, answer those reviews, all of the basics that we've talked about with Google business profile. If Google can't crawl and understand your site, it's not going to include you in the answer. You're never going to be the answer. Seriously. Second, start creating content the way people actually talk. We've talked about this before. Okay. AI models are trained on conversational language. Ask ChatGPT a question. It's not going to give you a list of websites to go search. It's going to answer you in conversational language. So let that sink in. So FAQ pages, Q&A content, and service descriptions need to be written in plain, natural wording. That's going to be way more valuable than keyword stuffed text. Think about how your customers ask questions out loud and answer them directly. And like I've said before, if you're not the person answering the phone, the person or persons answering the phone right now, you need to tell them to keep just even a spiral notebook, a scratch pad, whatever, legal pad. Have them writing the questions down that they're getting. No one's doing that. And that's such an opportunity. Then you can take those questions and answer. You could read right off that pad into your phone. Hold it in one hand, hold your phone and, put your phone on a stand or something and read the question and answer the question. That is going to help you. You can also add that in text to your Google business profile, add it to your website, but most importantly, use it on your socials, answering questions. How much time is that going to take? You could do 5 a week and have somebody on your team cut them up and upload them. I'm telling you right now, and research points to it, it's not just this old geek telling you, for both of you who watch these videos, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And the proof is out there. It's everywhere. All you have to do is search for it just a little bit, and you're going to say, oh, yeah, okay, I could be answering customer questions and get a long ways. Yes, not only with shorts and reels, but also transcribing those and putting them on your website and on your Google business profile. Also, focus on content that's citable, okay? That means including useful stats. Step-by-step how-to guides are red hot right now. They really are. I've even had a contractor recently that I worked for years say, well, we don't have time to show people how to do stuff. It's like, okay, your competitors who do are going to get out in front of you. And they say, well, why would we show somebody how to do it? Then they might do it themselves. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not. They're not. I mean, you show them how to do it, you're positioning yourself as the expert. Think about it from that perspective. I know how to change the oil in my 2023 pickup, okay? I don't do it because I don't want to, right? But I know how to do it, okay? I can do it right now. I just have no desire when somebody will do it for 60 or 70 bucks and it's good for 9,000 miles. I mean, why would I do that? Why would I waste my time? It's the same thing with whatever your business is. Even in insurance, we've talked about insurance many times. I'm a licensed agent. So is my wife. We can send people for Medicare, we can send them to Medicare.gov. You can. They can do it on their own. They absolutely can. But our services don't cost them anything. Okay? We get to see the plans every day. So we're exposed to the plans over and over and over. And everybody's different. But if you're just doing that by yourself, go ahead and go to Medicare.gov anytime you want to. I'm not saying it's horrible. I think the federal government does a decent job with that website. But it's not going to be as good as somebody that knows what they do, right? Knows how to navigate those things on your behalf. That's just one example. It could be any business, by the way. Your business, for example, you're closer to the fire. You know more about your business than anyone else does. I guarantee it. So you don't have to hold the information in like it's valuable trade secrets. They can get your trade secrets in your business anywhere online if they want to do it that bad. And they don't. They don't. But they want to make sure that they're dealing with somebody who knows what they're talking about and somebody they can trust. It's that simple, really. So you have a huge opportunity right now. If your page looks like something an AI could reference as evidence, your chances are going to go way up. So this is your opportunity to pack it with useful information in plain language. Build trust signals, by the way. Consistency across your name, address, and phone number. We've talked about that. NAP online. Make sure that box is checked. Encourage customer reviews. We've talked about that. Get listed in local directories and earn links from other sites in your area or industry if you can. If you can have somebody point to your website in your own backyard, that's going to help you. That's gold. That really is. That's awesome to have that kind of stuff. So finally, experiment yourself in your own market. You could even use an incognito browser if you're on Google. Use ChatGPT or Perplexity, Gemini, even Bing, and ask the same kinds of questions your customers would type in. Best roofer in Lakeland, Florida. Medicare help in St. Pete. Affordable bookkeeping in Tampa. See who shows up in the AI answers. If it's not you, that's a clue about what to fix, right? At least try. At least try, because a lot of people aren't at all. They're not trying at all. So even if you try a little bit, aim for the top and end up, just short of the top, you're way ahead of the competition. Bottom line is this: AI overviews aren't coming someday. They're here right now, changing the way customers discover businesses. So if you don't adapt, you risk being invisible. If you prepare, you can make sure your business is one that shows up as the answer. And if you're in Central Florida between Tampa and Orlando and want help, we like face-to-face sit-down meetings. That's what we like. I've had clients from all over the country. They're all great people. All of our clients are awesome. They are former clients, current clients. They're all awesome people. But it gets weird if you're thousands of miles away unless you dedicate to an online meeting. I prefer face-to-face. Maybe it's my age. I don't know, but I like that. And we are making our clients AI ready. Okay, we are. We're doing all these little things I'm talking about. And it's not just you do it all at once, set and forget thing. It's constant. You have to constantly feed it. Do that and you're going to win. I'm Max from Max Out Creative. This is how we max out your marketing with the boring things that no one wants to do every day. That's how we make our living. So anyway, thanks for watching.